Welcome back to Bourbon Country Reacts.
I'm Dustin. Hi.
I'm Keith, and I have this goofy look on my face because Dustin just yelled quiet on the set.
Your wife replied.
Yeah, she's planning on murdering him. But, yeah, so
I deserve it.
Dustin's our bourbon guy.
I'm the bourbon guy. I'm here for that. That's why I deserve it.
Yeah.
He's our music guy. He hears all the stuff and teaches me about the other stuff that I don't understand what I'm hearing.
Yeah, so
Right?
yeah, what we do here is first time reactions to country music.
Yep.
And we check out bourbon
Yeah.
while we're doing it. We have found that
They pair really well.
the country music you guys are teaching us pairs really well with bourbon.
Yeah. And your hillbilly attitude. What? So
Where'd
bourbon.
that come from?
I don't know. So we've got a non-chilled filtered for more flavor sticker. It's kind of weird. So this one, I don't know if you've had this one.
I have not.
So this is Jefferson's Reserve. I'm pretty sure this is the same distiller that makes Jefferson's Ocean, but I could be wrong. Tell me in the comments. It's entirely possible
I
I'm
think
wrong.
it's the same one.
I
They
think
use
it
the
is.
same font. I
Right.
mean, it's
I
Jefferson's.
think so. So this one is their very old, very rare, allegedly, Twin Oak Custom Barrel. Says it right there.
We have no idea what very old means. It may mean it's an hour older than their regular stuff.
So it's double barreled.
The double barreled thing is Woodford does that.
Yeah.
They call it double oaked.
Right. And this is a barrel pick. So by the rule in, which is kind of a bourbon, I don't want to tell you guys, never mind. It's a place that's got good bourbon here in Indiana.
No, where is it? Where is it? I want to know.
I'll tell you later. So rule in is a honey hole of a bourbon place. They have awesome barrel picks. I'm not telling you where they're at. You can Google them. Figure it out yourself. I'm going to pour this. What are we listening to?
So we are listening to yet another request from you
What's
guys.
that color, dude? It's got good color.
It does have good color.
Bourbon nerd.
Randy Travis's Three Wooden Crosses. Now, I remember, and I can't remember exactly when it was. I want to say it was early to mid 90s. I remember Randy Travis's name kind of being everywhere. But I don't think I ever listened to any of his songs. I very seriously doubt I've heard this, and I'm not sure I've heard anything of his.
He's not the dude that had the achy breaky heart song, is he?
No. Achy Breaky Heart is Billy Ray Cyrus.
That's
and
Miley Cyrus's dad. Okay.
I have stories
Are we
that
going to listen to that on the channel?
absolutely not under any circumstances. I have stories I'm not telling.
Oh.
So back to Randy Travis. I think this guy might have been kind of a country music superstar.
Really?
Yeah, I think he was really, really big for a while.
Okay. I may have heard of him before. My mom used to play country, right? But I don't think I've ever heard this song.
Oh, well, I definitely know the name. Never heard any of the music, so let's
See what
check
we
some
got.
of it out.
Yeah, and check out some tasty bourbon.
A farmer and a teacher, a hooker and a preacher, riding on a midnight bus, bound for Mexico. One was headed for vacation.
What?
I'm sorry. So what we have so far, we got a farmer,
And a teacher.
a teacher, a hooker, and
a
a preacher
preacher.
going to Tijuana.
Maybe.
Party time?
It seems weird.
They're going to a donkey show, aren't they?
Maybe we should listen to the song.
If this ends in a donkey show, we'll be upset with you people.
I have a feeling by the end of this, he's going to feel like a jackass. See what I did there?
Very punny. I think we should probably start this over.
Punny?
Yes.
God. This fucking guy.
All right, let's start this over.
That was completely unexpected.
And figure out what the weird bus trip to TJ with...
Stop it. Just hit play. It's got a great guitar.
It's going to be a donkey show.
Stop it. You're going to feel like a jackass. That's a hard bar, I know.
A farmer and a teacher, a hooker and a preacher, riding on a midnight bus, bound for Mexico. One was headed for vacation, one for higher education, and two of them were searching for lost souls. That driver never ever saw the stop sign.
Oh, shit.
And 18-wheelers can't stop on a dime. There are 3 wooden crosses on the right side of the highway. Why there's not 4 of them, heaven only knows. I guess it's not what you take when you leave this world behind you. It's what you leave behind you when you go. That farmer left to harvest a home and 80 acres. The faith and love for growing things in his young son's heart. And that teacher left her wisdom in the minds of lots of children, and did her best to give them all a better start. And that preacher whispered, can't you see the promised land? As he laid his blood-stained Bible in that hooker's hand. There are 3 wooden crosses on the right side of the highway. Why there's not 4 of them, heaven only knows. I guess it's not what you take when you leave this world behind you. It's what you leave behind you when you go. That's a story that
I'm going to note that of the 4 he described, he noted that what people left behind them, but not what the hooker left behind,
Not yet.
which is presumably chlamydia.
Presumably, but so it was really interesting how he described what the preacher left behind too,
The bloody Bible in the hooker's hand.
and saying, "Can't you see the promised land?" or something like that.
Let's see if he comes back to the hooker in this story. I will back it up just a little bit because that is a point of curiosity for me.
Yeah.
when you go. That's a story that our preacher told last Sunday as he held that blood-stained Bible up for all of us to see.
So the hooker's
He said,
toast.
that's the farmer and the teacher and the preacher.
But not the hooker.
Gave this Bible to my mama, who read it to me.
See the hooker?
Maybe.
There are 3 wooden crosses on the right side of the highway. Why there's not 4 of them, now I guess we know. It's not what you take when you leave this world behind you. It's what you leave behind you when you go. There are 3 wooden crosses on the right side of the highway.
So that was a very confusing tune.
I agree. I have some observations,
Yeah.
but I'm going to put those observations aside. You guys need to tell us what this song is.
In the comments, for sure.
Yeah, tell us in the comments because I'm kind of inferring that the hooker is his
The
mom.
Yeah. That's what I got. So maybe we're not wrong.
So everybody died,
She didn't. Well, and
except the preacher and the hooker.
no, the preacher died too. There's 3 wooden crosses.
Yeah.
He put the Bible, the bloodstained Bible, in her hand, and then
As he died.
his last word. This is how I took it. Could be wrong. As he died, he said, "Can't you see the promised land?" As he gave her the bloody Bible, and she took that and changed her life. Got a son, allegedly, and now gave the Bible to the church she attends.
Oh.
That's what I got out of it. But you're the ear.
No, it's possible. And part of my ear was trained to other stuff.
Yeah.
Besides making fun of the song a little bit.
Right.
But because, I had the Tijuana, man.
Right, but come on. Don't you feel like a jackass yet?
Not even a little bit.
No, it's hard. Really, it is. Yes, yeah.
You have to
You'll know.
You
You'll
have
get
to be capable of feeling shame to be ashamed. And I'm not.
That's going to be on your tombstone.
No, what?
That's
going to be
true.
on my
Question mark.
Question mark. So aside from the story, which if you're interpreting correctly, and I think you might be,
It could be close. Could be way off.
which is kind of a nice story. Aside from that, I really got major James Taylor vibes out of this guy. And I don't think you're familiar with James Taylor. I need to
Educate me.
I need to educate Dustin on James Taylor.
You talked about him before in
Just one
the
of the
color song, the colorized song that we did
yeah
in color. I think it was Jamie.
yeah.
I forget his name. Jamie something.
So James Taylor just had a good acoustic guitar, picking chords. The way whoever's playing guitar on this, I don't know if it's Randy or a band behind him, but just kind of picking through chords, and just this amazingly smooth delivery of
Telling a story through
great
song.
songs. And yeah, James Taylor liked to tell stories. I don't think anybody really considered James Taylor country, or I would want him on the channel. I'm not sure where he really fit. He got pop or soft rock airplay.
Okay.
But this Randy Travis song just really had a James Taylor vibe to me. And trust me, if you don't know James Taylor, that is intended as a huge compliment. Dude sang feels songs like this, and if I hadn't been laughing at Tijuana, this probably would have hit me in the feels. I think it's intended to do that, but it kind of missed me a little bit.
You dodged it.
Yeah,
There's hookers in Tijuana.
there are.
So anyway,
and not all of them are human.
speaking of, so all right. So anyway, what do you think this bourbon, dude?
I need to go back to it. I was so
Entertained.
distracted
You
by
were
the song.
entertained, that's what it was.
I was entertained.
Yeah.
It's better than any Jefferson's anything I have had to date.
100% agree with that. 100%. And it's different than any bourbon I have on my shelf. And in that it has the most. And I've got some woody bourbons on my shelf. This has the most wood of any of the bourbons I have.
The only more oaky bourbon I have ever had. Dustin ran an experiment. He took an already very oaky bourbon
Double oaked from Woodford.
and put it in his own little barrel and aged it to
Like
get
3 or 4 months. And in
get-
a small barrel, 3 or 4 months is like a year.
yeah,
the
because of
surface
surface
area.
contact and all that in this little barrel.
Yep.
And he poured me a glass and said, "Tell me what you think." And I was pretty sure I was drinking oak sawdust.
Yeah.
It was so oaky I couldn't drink it. This is not like that.
That's true.
It's a very pleasant oak. There is a flash of something in this that I'm not a fan of. And it's super quick because
Is it right in the middle of your palate?
bourbon drinkers understand that each sip of bourbon gives you this kind of time progression of taste changes as so you get sometimes 5, 10, 30 different notes of flavors that a lot of times you just can't describe, but they're there.
And they progress as you drink it.
And-
Sometimes.
yeah,
They develop.
and they'll change depending on what you've eaten in the past 24 hours. I mean, it's complex stuff. There is a flash of something. I'm gonna go back to this to see if I can figure out what it is.
I think it's the char. It's the unfiltered char I think you're getting.
I think I've got it. Somehow, right between the initial, like, I get a little bit of floral notes, something that's not quite cinnamon, initial, and it rolls over to kind of a light citrus taste. Exactly in between that, for about a quarter of a second, I'm getting a flash of pure ethanol.
Like it's hot.
It's not though; it's smooth,
Yeah, it's 90. It's 90 proof.
and it's smooth, even for what it is.
Maybe it's like a pepper.
It's not well. If it's a pepper, it's not a rye pepper. It just flashes for a second, like I've had a sip of Everclear. I've never had that from a bourbon or a bourbon derivative before.
Yeah.
As far as Jeffersons go, my general opinion of most of their line is that they're overpriced.
For what you get. Yeah.
What's this cost?
It's been a long time since I bought this bottle, and it's a barrel pick. I'm gonna guess probably $60.
Oh, it's a buy all day at $60. Like their oceans,
Yeah.
and some of their reserve, I think, is overpriced.
Yeah.
If this is at $60, this is one of their cheaper bourbons, and it's
It is.
better than anything else I've had from them.
Yeah, and that's when I got this. Like I said, it's a barrel pick.
So this is the Twin Oak. It says custom barrel, but
Yeah.
if you find this on the shelf at that price point, I would jump on it.
Yep. And the guys at Rule In, they were like, you should probably. And I actually, that's one of the cool things about Rule In is occasionally you can taste there.
Yeah.
So they let me taste this, and I was like, yeah, I think I'll take a bottle of that home.
I just took a much bigger sip of that than I typically do. That's fucking dangerous. So a lot of bourbons, when you take a big sip, you get punished for it.
Yeah, yeah. It makes you pay. It burns.
You get some burn, and you get... That actually tempts you to take much bigger drinks than you should
'Cause it
if you
doesn't.
intend to walk away at the end of the evening.
And not just collapse.
Yeah. Wow, that bigger sip actually really changed. I didn't have that transition, that ethanol
And
transition.
maybe that's what it was. I've been taking a little bit bigger sips, so maybe I'm not getting it.
That's bizarre.
I do get like a little burn, kind of right in the middle of my tongue, but it's not. It doesn't. It's not like fire.
It's not owies.
Yeah.
It doesn't make me go,
Right.
or my wife, the face. We really should get her on here one day sipping some really hot bourbon because the face she makes is epic.
It's hilarious every single time, without fail. Especially a rye.
Oh yeah, we can get her drink a rye.
Weeded, she's a little better on.
Yeah,
But
she'll
ryes-
go through a weeded and be like nom nom nom, but
Right.
rye she'll make the face. Hey,
Interesting tune.
yeah.
Help
I
us,
think we need to decipher this tune.
Yeah, help us with the message.
Get into the comments. tell us if Dustin's on the right track about what this song's about, which, redemption stories like that are cool. I relate to them. So let us know if that's what it really is, and I apologize a little bit for being me on the
Don't
occasion.
lie. We're being real. Don't lie. You're full of shit.
Get into the comments. Tell us if we got the song right.
Yep.
Tell us what we need to listen to next.
Yes, please.
Tell us what we need to drink.
Or send us some drink.
We have a running policy now at Bourbon Country Reacts. If you want your song to go to the front of our rather extensive list of songs,
to the top,
send us bourbon, and please include your song request in the package.
Yep.
And you move to the front of the line.
Only 2 rules.
Gotta be a bourbon.
That's
We may accept whiskeys
and rye.
And rye.
Gotta be a country song.
Gotta be a country
song. That's a hard no if it's not a country song. We'll ask you for a different one.
Yep.
Because we've heard a lot of other stuff. We're trying to get country on this channel. And preference, the only other really rule is something we haven't had on the channel yet.
Yeah.
Now, if you send us something that we loved on the channel, we'll do it again.
Revisit. Yep. Not going to break my heart if you guys send me a bottle of Horse Soldier Commander Select. We'll review that again.
Yeah, absolutely.
And very much appreciate your $600 contribution to our channel.
Right.
But we will also, it's actually kind of a thing I want to articulate to you guys. We are looking for cheap bourbons that are good. Mm-hmm. That's our holy grail. Mm-hmm. We're looking for that bottle that's between $20 and $40 that nobody knows about.
You can find.
It's available and it's phenomenal.
Yeah.
And they're out there.
Those are our favorites.
Yeah, so it doesn't have to be expensive. Send us a bottle of bourbon and we'll move your song to the front.
And if it's swill, we'll tell you, hey.
We'll tell you it's swill.
You sent us, we're still going to do your song.
Yep.
You're going to know that we felt like it was swill. And also, Keith has a little bit of an aversion to anything that's infused.
Yeah. Don't send me pumpkin spice bourbon.
Oh, God. That's just, no. I just had a visceral reaction to that. And I don't mind, I love pumpkin rolls and stuff like that. That sounds gross. You broke.
I guarantee you, some of my friends that watch this channel are scouring the earth for pumpkin spice bourbon right now.
Please, no.
They are all on Google going, where do I get pumpkin spice bourbon? All right, guys. Hey, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button. Give us a subscribe. Click the bell so you get notified when new stuff drops.
Yep, share us with your friends. And
get in the comments. Tell us we got this song right. Tell us what to listen to. Tell us what to drink.
Yeah. Thanks,
all right.
everybody.
Hey, till next time.